Hello everyone, this is Joe Calla, General Manager of Dealer Synergy, and today on Midweek Motivation, I'm going to talk to you about what we neglect, we will eventually lose. What do you mean by that, Joe? Let's think about it for a minute. When you neglect something, that means you don't pay attention to it. You just leave it alone. In other words, if you neglect your lawn and never cut it, what'll happen? It'll grow, and it'll eventually be overgrown, and now you're going to have a problem. What happens if you neglect your child? You ever hear of neglected children? Leave them just to themselves? Well, children, if they're left alone by themselves, they're not going to make all the right decisions, and bad things can happen. What if you neglect your spouse? What if you neglect putting the time into them to help them, encourage them, love them, shower them with kind words? What if you neglect the time that's necessary to create a solid, strong relationship? Well, what happens is what you neglect, you'll eventually lose. What if you neglect training yourself to get better in your industry, in your position as a car sales professional, in your industry as an internet director or internet appointment setter or coordinator, whatever it is that you do? If you neglect to add value in those areas, then you're going to lose value in those areas. So I want to encourage you today to not neglect those things. Don't neglect anything that's important. You need to be proactive and have preventative maintenance. And when you have preventative maintenance on whatever it is that you put that maintenance towards, whether it's your car, your relationships, whatever it may be, your job, you're maintaining whatever it is there preventatively, you're proactively taking charge and keeping it strong. If you're having to fix something because all of a sudden a problem occurs, then what happens is you're reacting, and by that point, you're now trying to fix something that's already half broken. Don't let it get to that point. Stay on top of it, be proactive, and do not neglect those things. When you see things that are thriving, you're seeing things that are having more proactive moments than reactive moments. As you begin to add this to your life, you'll see this will add value. We'll see you next week on Midweek Motivation. Thank you for watching this video. If you would like further insight, check out automotiveinternetsales.com for additional resources and training today.